She's just more talented than me. He's so much more successful. Their kids are perfect. What's wrong with mine? I never get a break. Comparison is the thief of joy. Theodore Roosevelt. Hi everyone, I'm Shani Levy, marriage and family therapist, and I make mental health videos that help you live your best life. Today we're going to be talking about comparison, comparing ourselves to others, why we do it, is it ever helpful, and what we can do instead. So, real quick, our brains are wired to compare. Researchers believe, and there's actually a theory called social comparison theory, that we do this as a frame of reference for how we are doing in the world. So there is a reason for it, and understanding how we are wired can kind of help us work with ourselves when this is happening, especially when it becomes problematic, like when we are comparing ourselves to others in such a way where we either feel less than or superior to somebody else. And that then becomes self-defeating and can bring up feelings of hopelessness, and basically we end up feeling demoralized about a lot in our lives. I don't know if you're like most of the world who uses social media. This is a great example for how we kind of get into that comparison trap. You might be scrolling through social media, maybe even before you clicked on this video to watch it, and you see a picture of friends or family, or maybe people that you don't even know that well, but maybe they're in your circle of life, and and it's a perfect picture of a perfect vacation, and they're all smiling and looking happy, and you start to have that twinge of envy. Maybe it's in your gut or your chest, or maybe you don't even, all of a sudden you kind of get that headache, and it starts that cascade of comparing yourself or where you are in your life to someone else. So this can be a very excruciating yet natural process. What we need to remember here, though, is that the brain likes to pick and choose what it sees and perceives. So it might see that picture, it's a snapshot in time that looks perfect, and think it's perfect. Their life is perfect. And discount the full package of maybe what happened 5 minutes before the picture was taken, or how much debt did they go into to get into that, to go on that vacation. We don't accept the reality that there is a whole package of life attached to that person that we are seeing succeed in whatever way that we become envious of. So one thing is to kind of be aware of that process, and when it's happening, when we're noticing that we are feeling that twinge of envy, or the "I wish I had that" feeling, to pause and reflect and ask, do I really want this? Now, because this is a biological thing, I say that we work with it. And so what I mean by that is that you become aware of what's going on, and rather than fighting it and saying, oh no, I just shouldn't compare myself, or I shouldn't be envious, I say, reflect, ask, is this something that I really want? Taking the vacation, or a better relationship with my kids, or more success in my business, or my work, or a different job, or whatever it is, or better mental health, whatever the case may be, I would cultivate more of an attitude of curiosity, because I think there isn't anything wrong with striving for something without judging ourselves for not having it yet. This can be really powerful when we allow ourselves to learn from others. When we cultivate that curiosity, we can actually meet them with questions, or doing our own research, finding out how do they succeed, or maybe we need to gain more information about our children, or building relationships, or our business, and finding out how others have reached a certain level of success and whether that is realistic and doable for us. So approaching comparison from that standpoint, from that open-minded, appreciative place, in some ways can help free you from the hopelessness of where you are in your own life. Another way to do that is through a gratitude practice, to really appreciate where you are in your life and what's good about it now. And I did another video that I will link at the end of this one about cultivating an attitude of gratitude. So please check that one out. And if you enjoy these videos and you like what I have to say, please subscribe, comment below. I would love to hear from you if you have any strategies to deal with that comparison trap, or if that's ever happened to you and you would like to share about that. And thank you so much for watching. And I will link wherever you can find me to on my website, Facebook, Instagram, down below in the comments. Thanks again for watching.